All right, everyone, buckle up because we're diving headfirst into the AI news storm. First up, the Federal Trade Commission is launching a major inquiry into tech titans like Meta, OpenAI, and Google, demanding answers on how their AI chatbots are impacting our kids. This is huge. But that's not all. OpenAI is making massive moves on the global stage, eyeing a new data center in South Korea and expanding partnerships with tech giants like Samsung and SK. They're building infrastructure like never before. And the drama doesn't stop there. We've got internal chaos brewing at OpenAI as executives are reportedly extremely upset over a potential roadblock to their for-profit restructuring. This could change everything for the AI giant. And finally, we're going to break down the latest developments that have everyone talking. It's a lot, I know, but we've got you covered. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. The FTC is coming for your chatbots. The Federal Trade Commission has officially launched a sweeping investigation into the biggest names in AI, including Alphabet's Google, OpenAI, Meta Platforms, and Elon Musk's xAI. 7 leading AI chatbot makers have been ordered to hand over crucial information detailing the impact of their technologies on children and teenagers. This move signals a significant escalation in regulatory scrutiny over the rapidly evolving AI landscape, particularly concerning the safety and ethical implications of companion-like AI for young users. The FTC is seeking to understand precisely how these companies measure, test, and monitor their chatbots, and what specific measures are in place to prevent or limit use by minors. This inquiry comes amid growing public concern and a recent lawsuit against OpenAI, where parents alleged their son's suicide was influenced by interactions with ChatGPT. While companies like Meta have recently adjusted policies to steer chatbots away from sensitive topics like self-harm and suicide, the FTC's broad investigation suggests these efforts may not be enough. Officials are utilizing their Section 6(b) authority, a powerful tool for conducting market-wide studies that can inform future enforcement actions. The agency's Republican leadership has emphasized that this study aligns with national AI action plans, aiming to provide policymakers with a clearer understanding of this complex technology. The findings, though potentially years away, could lead to new regulations and investigations into how AI companies are safeguarding their youngest users. Public reaction has been swift, with many parents and child safety advocates expressing relief that the FTC is taking a proactive stance. Tech analysts, however, are closely watching how this will impact AI development timelines and the business models of these tech giants. The core question remains: can AI truly be made safe for children, or will regulatory hurdles stifle innovation? But before we dive deeper into the regulatory maze, you won't believe the global footprint OpenAI is already trying to build. Get ready, because we're heading to South Korea next. OpenAI's global AI power play, South Korea data center and strategic partnerships. OpenAI is making significant strides in its global expansion, with strong signals pointing towards the construction of a new data center in South Korea. This move is not just about hardware. It's a strategic alignment with the South Korean government's ambitious push for sovereign AI, bolstering domestic capabilities and global competitiveness in the AI sector. During the recent launch of its Seoul office, OpenAI's Chief Strategy Officer, Jason Kwon, expressed openness to building local infrastructure and deepening collaborations with major Korean conglomerates like Samsung and SK. These discussions, which have already involved high-level meetings with Samsung Electronics Executive Chairman Lee Yi-young and SK Group's Chairman Chae Tae-won, highlight OpenAI's intent to integrate deeply within Korea's tech ecosystem. The company is already fostering partnerships across various industries, including a notable integration of ChatGPT with Kakao's messaging app and an upcoming research collaboration with Seoul National University. This expansion is part of a larger global strategy, including the ambitious Stargate initiative in the U.S. aimed at creating massive AI data center capacity and potentially developing its own AI chips to reduce reliance on existing hardware providers like NVIDIA. The news has been met with enthusiasm by the South Korean government and industry leaders, who see it as a vital step towards enhancing national AI capabilities. Analysts suggest this move could significantly boost South Korea's position in the global AI race, while also raising questions about data sovereignty and the long-term implications of such deep foreign partnerships. The potential for a massive AI infrastructure build-out in Korea is creating a buzz about future innovation and economic growth. But while OpenAI is building its empire abroad, internal fires are starting to rage within the company itself. Get ready, because the drama at OpenAI is reaching a boiling point. OpenAI's internal turmoil. For-profit dreams clash with non-profit roots. Anxiety and frustration are reportedly at an all-time high within OpenAI's leadership, as their ambitious plans to fully transition into a for-profit entity face significant opposition. This potential restructuring, crucial for securing billions in investment and continuing its aggressive AI development, is being met with strong resistance from a coalition of powerful tech companies, NGOs, and labor groups in California and Delaware. These groups are lobbying state attorneys general, arguing that OpenAI's move would violate corporate law and its original nonprofit mission to build AI for the good of humanity. The core of the conflict lies in OpenAI's current structure as a subsidiary of a nonprofit parent, a model investors find increasingly untenable given the company's sky-high valuation, estimated at $300 billion and potentially rising to $500 billion. Abandoning the for-profit restructuring could force OpenAI to scale back its resource-intensive development, a prospect executives are desperate to avoid. Reports suggest OpenAI is even considering relocating its operations to a different state if California's Attorney General blocks the transition. The opposition is multifaceted. Some, like Elon Musk, have direct financial interests in competing AI ventures, while others, such as the activist group Not for Private Gain, believe prioritizing shareholder profit over public good is a betrayal of OpenAI's founding principles. Concerns about the societal harms already linked to AI, including mental health crises, further fuel the debate over transparency and governance. The California Attorney General has already issued a stern warning, emphasizing that OpenAI must ensure safe AI deployment, a mandate tied to its charitable mission. This internal battle has sparked intense debate online and among industry watchers. Many are divided, with some supporting OpenAI's need for capital to innovate, while others echo the concerns about corporate greed and the potential for AI to exacerbate societal problems. The outcome of this restructuring battle could fundamentally alter the future trajectory of one of the world's most influential AI companies. But the story doesn't end with internal struggles. We're also tracking how these AI giants are being held accountable for their creations. Next up, we're diving into the regulatory firestorm hitting the AI industry. Tech giants under fire. FTC demands answers on AI chatbot impact on kids. The Federal Trade Commission has issued a stern demand to 7 major AI companies, including Alphabet, Meta, and OpenAI, requiring them to provide detailed information about the effects of their AI chatbots on children and teenagers. This unprecedented inquiry signals a major regulatory push to understand and mitigate potential harms associated with AI technologies that simulate human-like communication and companionship. The FTC's investigation, launched under its Section 6(b) authority, aims to gather comprehensive data on how these companies develop, test, monitor, and secure their AI chatbots, particularly concerning their interactions with minors. This action follows increasing public pressure and specific incidents, such as a lawsuit against OpenAI alleging its ChatGPT contributed to a teenager's suicide. While companies like Meta have implemented policy changes to prevent chatbots from engaging in inappropriate conversations with minors, the FTC's broad order suggests a need for more systemic oversight. The agency is looking into how user engagement is monetized, how personal information is handled, and what measures are in place to enforce company rules and mitigate negative impacts. FTC Chairman Andrew Ferguson stated that protecting children online and fostering AI innovation are top priorities for the Commission. The announcement has generated significant discussion among parents, educators, and policymakers, with many applauding the FTC's proactive stance. Tech industry analysts are closely monitoring the implications for AI development and the potential for new compliance requirements. The core concern revolves around ensuring that the rapid advancement of AI does not come at the expense of child safety and well-being, prompting a critical examination of the ethical boundaries in AI development and deployment. And that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to AI's evolving landscape. Stick around for a lightning-fast recap of today's biggest AI headlines. What an incredible week in AI. We saw the FTC launch a massive probe into Meta, OpenAI, and Google over kid safety concerns. Then, OpenAI signaled major expansion plans with a potential data center in South Korea. We also uncovered the internal drama shaking OpenAI as they fight to go fully for profit. And finally, the FTC's sweeping inquiry into chatbot impacts on young users is putting the entire industry on notice. Don't miss out on any of these game-changing updates. Hit that like button, subscribe to ChatGPT Insights for your daily dose of AI news, ring the notification bell so you're always the first to know, and share your thoughts in the comments below. And for all the latest, follow us on all social media platforms.